There are two kinds of people in this world. The people who fail to do what they know they should, and those who keep doing things they know they shouldn't. Guess what? You're both. Hi, I'm your host, life and business coach, Marcy Barker, aka your loving kick in the pants. In this podcast, I'll teach you the 6 steps of my accountability code that will help you wake up with clarity and show up with aligned action steps that make follow through easy and peaceful. All right, let's jump in.
Good morning, my beautiful people. I say morning because it is early morning and you might be able to tell by my voice, maybe not. But today I'm excited to bring to you a double feature, if you will. And the reason why it's a double feature is I wanted to share with you guys some videos I've made on my Facebook wall recently. And usually I post videos on my Facebook pretty frequently. So if you're not following me there or we're not friends on Facebook yet, we definitely should be. You can just add me on Facebook, and that's where I like to post videos pretty often. But the 2 videos I want to share with you today in audio form, the first one is about breaking cycles. And this is where I talk about how it's exhausting to break cycles. Sometimes it's just easier to behave in a way that you are used to because that's what your parents did. It's just how it is. And in the video, I talk about the different ways that I'm trying to break cycles, and I'm sure that you can relate. The second one I want to share with you is about an affirmation that I have included in my life for a long time now. It's been probably almost a year where I've had to tell myself this affirmation, and I won't spoil it for you, but having something that you say to yourself on a consistent basis is a really perfect way to update your mindset on how you feel about yourself. And the way that you feel about yourself is the way that you show up for yourself. So I'm excited to share this double feature with you. And again, I would love to know your thoughts. And if we are Facebook friends, that's an easy way for us to stay in contact with each other. So shoot me a message or, comment on the videos, because the conversation is not just about me. It's about how the concept of accountability helps everybody move forward and everybody do a better job today than they did yesterday. So I hope you enjoy. Again, the first one is on breaking cycles, and the second one is on affirmations.
Hello, my beautiful people. I am not really stuck in traffic. I'm just going real slow, but I've been in this line for 25 minutes picking up my kid from an extracurricular event where the administration needs to make sure that each kid gets into the correct car. So it's taking a very long time. And lately I have struggled with how much time I've been spending in the car, taking kids to and from where they want to go. And I know for some of you superhero moms who run your life around your kids, I get that. And I think that it's really awesome that there are some moms who have zero problem with this. But for me, it's something that I've really struggled with and I'm really adjusting to. And I recently watched the movie called The Glass Castle. If you guys haven't seen it, I mean, if you grew up in an abusive household at all, maybe don't watch it until you are ready to be triggered over and over. But I watched that movie and I was like, wow, there's lots of things that I was raised with that I do not want to pass on to my children at all. But one of those things is driving. My parents I shouldn't say never. My parents rarely ever took me places I wanted to go. If I wanted, my mom did not take me to a birthday party one time and I asked her why we couldn't go. And she's like, I don't want to drop you off on that road. It's too busy. And growing up, as I got older, I was like, that road is not busy. I don't know why she said that. But there's a lot of things that I grew up with that I adopted automatically just because my parents did it that way. And I'm learning that that's not how it has to be. Like, I would be done with soccer practice and the park was 1.5 miles away and my dad would make me walk home. Not that he was doing anything of importance, in my opinion, because I get home and he'd be sleeping on the couch or he'd be watching TV. And I just was like, okay. So anyway, I've been struggling in the transition of breaking cycles. It is exhausting, but watching that movie reminded me how important it is to break the cycles. If you guys haven't seen that movie, in the movie, this man teaches his daughter how to swim by throwing her in the deep end of the pool. And after she struggles and struggles, she gets back to him and he picks her up and he does it again and he throws her in the pool and she finally gets to the side of the pool and she gets out. She runs away because she's so traumatized. And the dad he used the word sink or swim. And that was how my dad taught me how to swim. And growing up, my aunt had a swimming pool and my dad basically put me in the pool. I don't think he ever used the word sink or swim, but I remember him taking away any ability I had to stay above water. And the only way I survived is every once in a while I would go down far enough that my feet would touch the bottom of the pool and I could push up and I could jump for a breath of air before going down again. And every time I was above the water, I could hear my cousin yelling, wanting to help me, and my dad yelling at her to stop. And yes, I learned how to swim, or should I say I learned how to survive. And so as I think about that, I'm like, I am so grateful I paid for summers and summers of swim lessons because I could not imagine doing that to my kids. And so now as I'm sitting in this long line, I'm like, oh, I'm breaking cycles, even though there is resistance to just say, oh, my parents did it that way, so that's how I do it. So I'm so glad for this opportunity.
Hey listeners, the message of waking up and showing up is yours for the taking. In fact, it's free. I've recorded my entire audiobook and I'd love for you to consume it between episodes. Head to marcybarker.com to get instant access to the accountability code Wake Up and Show Up. All right, let's jump back in.
Good evening, my beautiful people. I have to teach a class in an hour, and today I spoke and I sold some books and I cleaned my Airbnb, and I have a money goal and I'm like, how can I earn more money? How can I make more money? How can I bring more money in? And so I cleaned my Airbnb and I'm like, okay, I saved the cleaning fee, so I should actually pay myself a little bit so I can have some fun with the money. I also sold books at my speaking engagement today. And now I have an hour of downtime. I had to do some stuff in my Airbnb and now I'm just waiting to teach my class at the pool. And there's this feeling inside of me that's like, I have to work. I can't waste this hour. And then I was thinking, why am I like that? Why is that popping up for me? And I have some idea. I can process more of that. But the reason I wanted to make a video real quick is because I have said in my language to other people lately, let that be enough. Let that be enough. That's all I can say. Let that be enough. Because I feel like, I did have a coach tell me, she's like, as soon as you make a sale, she's like, keep going because people are thinking about you. More people are going to buy. So every time I get that ching money coming in, I'm like, what now? What next? I can't stop this momentum. And I think that serves me well. But I also understand that has played into me being like nonstop. And I don't want to be like that at the expense of my own health. And if I'm getting this feeling of anxiousness of needing to perform all of the time, it's like, what have I done for myself for an hour today? Anyway, so right now I'm telling myself, let that be enough. And you want to know what's actually crazy? I'm actually going to earn money by teaching my class tonight. I'll make $20 teaching my class at the pool, but I'm not doing it for the money. I do it because I like it. But that was just a realization. It's like, I'm not even done making money for the day. Anyway, so if you are similar to me, or you've had the feelings of got to keep going, go. I have a goal. I got to get it done. It's like your efforts today, if you feel good about them, let that be enough. Because I can promise you, it is. It is enough. So I'm pulling in. I'm going to Pizza Pie Cafe by myself. I'm going to get a to-go box to get a salad from their salad bar. I'm just going to eat in peace and chill out, rest and digest. That's my goal. But anyway, whatever you're doing today, just know, let that be enough. You are enough. Your efforts are enough. Your intention is enough. Your hustle is enough. Give yourself a break. What do you need to do? Give yourself a break.
All right. I'll see you next week for another episode of Your Loving Kick in the Pants.
Hey friends, I want to thank you for listening to this episode of Your Loving Kick in the Pants. If you got any value out of this episode, I would love for you to drop me a review or share with a friend what you learned. All right, I'll see you next Wednesday for Your Loving Kick in the Pants.